Luke Kuechly, Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist and one of the best in the Carolina Panthers history, joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show. And I mean, so many different ways to start. I last saw you in Germany, in Munich, when the Panthers season was just trying somehow, some way to redeem Bryce Young, who had just gotten his starting role back because of a car accident suffered by Andy Dalton. And that kid he balled out the rest of the year, Luke. I mean, he is in fact redeemed, right? Don't you think?
I mean, since he's gotten back, it's like he's been a different player. And, you know, that was a difficult decision for Dave Canales his first year in Carolina. Do I pull this first overall pick, who we traded all these picks for, and start a veteran quarterback in Andy Dalton? And, you know, the season started off poorly. Bryce had a couple tough games. We were struggling. They made the move. Andy goes in week one, starting, goes and lights it up against Las Vegas, and everyone's like, boom, Andy's our guy. And then Andy gets hurt. Bryce comes back in. That first game against Denver, we struggle a little bit. And then at the end of the game, he takes us on a drive. We go down the field. Then we beat the Saints, and then we go beat the Giants, and then we take the Eagles and the Chiefs to the edge. And it's like he came back, and whoever took that picture is exactly what Bryce was when he came back. Smiling, having fun. I felt like he was the Bryce of Alabama, and I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, he got hit a lot his first year. His rookie year, got sacked 62 times. Our offensive line was a revolving door. This year, Dan Morgan goes out and signs a bunch of big guys up front, solidify the offensive line. I think it took him when he sat back and watched, I think he said, wow, like, our offensive line's really good. He got to watch Andy do it. And then when he came back, it just all kind of started flowing again. So I give Bryce a ton of credit, just the mental and the physical toughness that he's shown since he's been here, both getting hit a ton last year and then dealing with what he went through this year. I give him a lot of credit for how he rebounded the second half of the year.
Yeah, and Dave Canales, in our broadcast meeting before that Giants-Carolina game in Munich, Luke, told us that he knew that they would get in the right direction, or they were going in the right direction, when the players' personalities would show up on the field. So for you to point out, like, the photograph of Bryce, you know, giving the first down line signal as that's the guy who he is, Canales was right, you know, with Leggett showing his personality out there on the field, and you see what Bryce Young was doing. Thielen coming back was obviously crucial because he's still got a ton of game left. I got to tell you, I didn't see Bryce Young being redeemed by the end of the year unquestionably on the dance card. Didn't see it.
I didn't either. I mean, where he started the year to where he is now has been. I give him a lot of credit. I give Dave Canales a lot of credit. I give Andy Dalton a ton of credit for the situation that took him off the field and still being a great teammate. I think a lot of it comes from Canales and his attitude and his positivity and the type of person he is. So
catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.